What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sport Jumbo. Today we're looking at the NBA top 10 teams of all time. At number 10, the 1998 to 1999 San Antonio Spurs.
The San Antonio Spurs are heading home after tonight's game. The question is, do the New York Knicks go with them?
Spurs fans have been waiting since 1976, when the team joined the NBA, to see their team win a title, and the 1998 to 1999 season proved to be the first championship run of many to come. This team played in a shortened season because of a lockout, but that didn't hamper them, as they would end with the league's best record in a total domination of the playoffs, where they went 15-2. The combination of David Robinson and Tim Duncan made for one of the best front court duos in history, with the pair combining for 37.5 points, 21.4 rebounds, and 4.9 blocks per game. The Spurs team also held their opponents to the lowest opposing field goal percentage for a season in NBA history. At number 9, we have the 1982 to 1983 Philadelphia 76ers.
The Sixers were a dream team led by Dr. J and Moses Malone, but Philly fans knew where to look in the clutch.
A truly legendary team in NBA history, the 1982 to 1983 76ers boasted 4 NBA All-Stars and is the only team ever to have 3 All-Star game starters from the same year on its roster. Julius Erving and Maurice Cheeks were joined by Moses Malone to form a team that would dominate the regular season, putting together what is still the most winning regular season in 76ers history before going 12-1 in the playoffs. Cheeks, Malone, and Bobby Jones were also part of the NBA's all-defensive first team for the work that season. At number 8, we have the 1970 to 1971 Milwaukee Bucks.
2-1, he hits it, it's over! It's over! The Milwaukee Bucks are champions of the world! The Milwaukee Bucks are the world champions!
In only its third season as a franchise, the Milwaukee Bucks put together one of the fiercest teams in basketball history, led by legends Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson. The team dominated the league 1970 to 1971, posting the best average margin of victory in NBA history at 17.5 points. The brutality didn't stop in the regular season, as this team also holds the record for the highest average point differential in playoffs history at 14.5. The squad had 5 players averaging in double figures, including 3 who averaged at least 18 points per game, with Abdul-Jabbar averaging 31.7. At number 7, we have the 1984 to 1985 Los Angeles Lakers.
Won't start till it's touched. They'll have to throw it up. Garher, turnaround, shot in the air. It's good. It's tied again. I don't believe it.
Arguably the peak of Showtime, the 1984 to 1985 Lakers did what no other team in franchise history had done before: beat the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. This immensely talented team, including 5 future Hall of Famers, and had 8 players averaging at least 8 points per game, including 4 that averaged at least 16. This offensive juggernaut of a team posted a 7.4 average point differential per game all season and scored at least 100 points in all 19 playoff games they took part in. The 1984 to 1985 Lakers still holds the record for the highest field goal shooting percentage for a season at .5448. At number 6, we have the 1996 to 1997 Chicago Bulls.
You know, I always wanted to be able to lead Chicago Bulls from the bottom to the top.
The Chicago Bulls have won their first ever.
Bolstered by what might be the best lineup of playoffs Michael Jordan ever had surrounding him, the 1996-1997 Bulls were able to win their team's 4th title of the 1990s and 2nd in a row. Hall of Famers Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman were joined by starters Ron Harper and Luke Longley, and had a bench rotation that included Steve Kerr, Tony Kukoc, and Hall of Famer Robert Parrish. This team went on 5 different 8-game winning streaks during the regular season, and had they not coasted through their final 4 games, could not have made history with wins in a season. At number 5, we have the 1966 to 1967 Philadelphia 76ers. A team that was basically unstoppable at the time, the 1966 to 1967 Sixers had the best winning percentage in NBA history at that time. The team's 46-4 start is still tied as the best mark through 50 games ever. And at a time when scoring wasn't as ridiculous as it is today, they averaged 125.22 points per game, which is still the 3rd highest ever. This lineup boasted 4 Hall of Famers, including Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Costello, Hal Greer, and Chet Walker. Chamberlain was the league's MVP, averaging a double-double of 24 points and 24 rebounds per game all season. At number 4, the 1985 to 1986 Boston Celtics.
I think it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest team that I've ever been associated with, especially over a long season.
The Boston Celtics had been blessed with many great teams over the years, but the 85-86 squad might have been the franchise's best ever. The frontcourt scoring combination of Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, and Kevin McHale is one of the toughest ever, and the backcourt included the legendary Bill Walton, who was still dominant at the end of his career. After losing to the Lakers in the 1985 NBA Finals, this team had fire under it, leading to a then record 82 combined wins in the regular season and playoffs. This squad had 5 future Hall of Famers on its roster, which helped it to a 40-1 record at home, which is still tied for the best mark ever. At number 3, the 1971 to 1972 Los Angeles Lakers.
Now, I'm playing with a Laker team that has the great Jerry West, who was in his twilight, and Wilt Chamberlain, who was in his twilight, And Gail Goodrich, as far as it was the star of the team.
A complete team from top to bottom, the 1971 to 1972 Lakers relied on future Hall of Famers Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, and Gail Goodrich to crush the rest of the league en route to winning the franchise's first title in LA. Several records this team broke still stand nearly 50 years later, including the best average point differential per game ever at 12.3, and a 33-game winning streak during the regular season. The squad's 69-13 record was the best in league history for 24 seasons. They were so good they crushed the New York Knicks team loaded with Hall of Famers 4-1 in the NBA Finals. At number 2, we have the 2016-2017 Golden State Warriors.
Behind the sharpest shooter the game has ever seen, Curry and company rolled to the franchise's first championship in 40 years.
The addition of Kevin Durant in 2016 made the Warriors virtually unbeatable. The 2016-2017 Warriors broke a ton of NBA records on the way to a 16-1 playoff record, which is the best playoff winning percentage in history. This team clinched its playoff berth on February 25th. The earliest any team had ever done it, which is remarkable when you consider how good the Western Conference was. This team was truly scary and could end up having at least 4 Hall of Famers on its roster. In 2018, ESPN called them the best NBA team in history, but we'll say one squad could beat them. And that is at number 1, the 1995 to 1996 Chicago Bulls.
On top. Knocked away, great hands. Dennis gives it to Mike. That's him.
The beginning of Michael Jordan's second run of 3 consecutive championships with the Bulls was when things truly turned unfair for the rest of the league. The franchise picked up Dennis Rodman in the offseason, teaming him with Jordan and Scottie Pippen for maybe the best combination of offense and defense the league has ever seen. The team's 41-3 start is still the best ever, and the 1995 to 1996 Bulls still have the best combined regular season and playoff record ever at 87-13. This is the only team ever to win at least 70 games in the regular season and finish as NBA champions. This is also the most recent team to have 3 players on the NBA All-Defensive First Team. That combined with their plus 12.2 average point differential per game, and that they were led by the most feared player in basketball history, make them the best team to ever take the floor in the NBA. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you guys for watching Sport Jumbo. Make sure you guys have a good day. Stay safe.